Assalamu alaikum. My name is Afkar Ahmed, and I'm thrilled to talk to you today. In this journey, I'm gonna take you on a path to reflection and growth. In our fast-paced world, it is easy to just get caught up in the hustle, chasing the goals and checking off the achievements. There is more to life. This profound question that there is more to life is what's called al-Yaqadha. That's the awakening. And today we explore awakening as described by Imam Harawi in his book called Manazil al-Sirin. Manazil al-Sirin is basically the stages of the traveler. In his book, he puts awakening as the first stage of that journey. Moment of realization when we become aware of our spiritual state and we feel the call to draw closer to Allah, to grow closer to Him. You know, Ibn Qayyim, another of the Imam, 200 years after Imam al-Harawi, he wrote his own commentary on the book of Imam Arabi. He called that book Madarij al-Salikin, and he expanded on those concepts. And he explains that awakening often arises from reflecting on the signs of Allah, from looking at the universe, looking at the stars and the moons and the beauty of the nature, and this how huge this universe is, and even from your own personal experiences, the trials and tribulations that you face in your life. You know. Sharing on a personal story, a few years ago, I was deeply immersed in expanding my businesses. I was putting a vision board together. By all external measures, I was a successful person, like having multiple different businesses and flourishing. But despite all of these achievements and goals, I felt a void. One evening, I was alone and I was sitting in Phoenix Park down in Dublin, and yeah, I was on my laptop and I was putting some plans together for the future, and I felt a very profound sense of discontent. Not very content with what I was just typing on that computer as my vision, and it just realized everything in there was just building more businesses and having more money and having more car and having this house and all of that kind of lovely things. But I realized I realized that I have been so focused on outward success that I completely neglected the inner self. And this, ladies and gentlemen, was my moment of awakening, a realization that I needed to seek balance, a purpose, a deeper connection with Allah. So, I guess sometimes life's challenges or even its blessings serve as a wake up call. You know, the setbacks that come in our lives generally are there to set us on the right path. Imam al-Harawi, very profound teachings from him. First of the people who started writing about Tasawwuf, Sufism, reminds us that awakening is not just about adding something new to ourselves, but it's that thing that is already within us is just uncovering that, you know, that part of what was already there and uncovering that part and having that desire to seeking the truth and the meaning behind everything is what awakening is, ladies and gentlemen. So how can you embrace awakening in your daily lives, right? Do that by being mindful, um, practicing mindfulness, setting aside a time each day, just for a few minutes, even though just to sit in silence and observe your thoughts, without judgment, and just allow yourself to be present. Your thoughts are on your mind's screen, and they're just running and running and running, and you're just experiencing and observing them. You're not judging, it's just being mindful. So you can do that to be more mindful. I try to just find my spaces in Phoenix Park and just sit down there surrounded by the nature, and just contemplating and thinking. You can keep the journal, so you can write down your thoughts and feelings. um, this will help me understand patterns, and what kind of thoughts were constantly coming into my mind, and just help me gain more clarity about what's truly important to you. In obviously seeking knowledge, so if you don't learn, you know how can you be more mindful? So seeking knowledge is very, very important. You need to be a student of life, like I said, thinking of yourself as somebody who already knows, but then it's not becoming that a student of life and learning, engaging with books, with lectures, with discussions, anything that changes something within your perspectives, and then obviously there are a lot of different problems you face as part of awakening. I understand that making time for reflection isn't really always easy. You're always surrounded by, like, distractions, work, social media, mobile. You're always on something. Even though you feel overwhelmed, and among all of this noise and chaos, you can still find some moment of stillness, quietness, and just ponder. And stepping out of your comfort zone might feel uncomfortable because, well, you're outside your comfort zone, so it is going to feel uncomfortable, but it's often where the growth happens. It's outside of your comfort zone that the growth happens. I invite you to think, what experiences in your life might be calling you to awaken to a greater purpose. You know, what is that constantly reminding you that you need to do? What is that one particular thing that's calling you? So feel free to share your reflection in the comments. Feel free to inspire me and others with your story. Awakening at first is it's a beautiful beginning to a journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. And I'm honored to walk this path alongside you. In my next episode, we will be delving into the second of the pieces, which is sincerity. So, awakening is step one, and then comes sincerity. And it's more about exploring how pure intentions can transform our actions and bring us closer to our true selves. So, until the next time, thank you so much for joining me today. If you found value in this discussion, please like, share, and comment, and subscribe to my channel, and stay tuned for future episodes. Until the next time, Assalamu alaikum.